What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video at Freedom Stack. So here everyone talks about gold, but right now silver might actually be the smarter play. And in this video I'll explain why silver could spike in price and why in the short term it might even beat gold. So getting straight into this, guys, you can see silver as of now it's up 1.77% here in the top right, and it's actually trending upwards. We've had a previous spike in 2011, which actually was which reached all-time highs for silver of around 49 US dollars. Now we're in this uptrend, and what could potentially happen to silver in the short term could be really interesting. For now, silver is both a precious metal and an industrial metal, so it has both uses in that sense, and rising demand from EVs, solar panels and green tech creates a short-term catalyst for the price to really rise here. And I'll be going through some articles to talk you through what exactly we should be expecting. But historically, the gold to silver ratio shows that, silver may be undervalued at this point. And gold is, traditionally a safe haven for times in where the markets get rough. But now that silver is considered more of a precious metal, I think as closer to gold, in fact, I think we should see some short-term spikes. Now, most will say now is the time to buy silver because the silver price is breaking out. But the US has just also declared silver to be a strategic metal, and they will have to build a stockpile of silver to protect the US market in electronics and defense industries against supply disruption. So silver stocks are also cheap and the market is tiny, so only a small amount of money moving into silver stocks will have a huge effect on the prices of those stocks. So as you can see, we're in a very clear uptrend here on silver, but even so, in terms of ratio, it's still far behind where we've seen it historically against gold. And I'm just going to flick here onto gold. So you can see gold has seen huge rises over the last few years, but nothing like what we've seen in silver. So silver is still trying to catch up, right? So there's a potential opportunity for silver to really spike. And I'm going to go through some key articles that sort of illustrates and suggests why we may see such big spikes in silver in the coming months. Now, silver, like just flicking onto the first article here. So silver and platinum prices soar as investors seek gold alternatives. Now, for some of you, gold has already risen really fast and really high, and continues to increase, as we've seen a recent spike this week on this candle, the latest candle. But even so, investors are looking for other precious metals to invest in, such as platinum and silver, which has a long way to go in terms of catching up and based off of the historical ratio. So prices are set to climb as suggested by this article, but also, not as I mentioned earlier, silver has many uses in the market and in different sectors. So as a result, there's plenty of room for silver to move. US has recently come out suggesting that and agreeing that silver is a precious metal, and it looks as though they will be collecting and bringing in some storage of silver. But you can see here in this FT article, silver and platinum prices rose sharply in April, indicating that further move and that uptrend. But just flicking onto some other articles which are quite interesting, in the fact that why buy gold when silver is so involved as well in the markets? But gold is also leads the market. It's almost like that's always been going up and increasingly has demand, but silver is just undervalued at this point by the looks of the charts and the ratios that historically it's been against gold. But silver also has a really key play in the jewelry market. So we can see here in this article, silver shines through for jewelers amid high gold prices. So with the gold being so high, jewelers are looking to the other precious metals to really get their margin. And as the demand picks up, you'd also expect the price to pick up on silver. So there is a cultural play there in terms of where silver is in demand and where gold is in demand, such as the Asian markets. But if jewelers are looking to silver as more of a use in jewelry, seen as though it's cheaper, that should see as demand goes up, price increase on silver. So this is going to be a really interesting play on silver. I expect it to rise over the coming weeks and months. I think as a short-term play, it will be really interesting to see where this goes. It's still not near. There's still a lot of, room to get to where its previous all-time high was in 2011. But even so, based on the ratio analysis, it can go a lot higher. Even considering if you're looking at it from a ratio perspective, gold has still a lot of room to move as well, knowing how the markets are choppy, and as markets continue to be rough, more money will flow into precious metals and the safe haven assets such as gold. So let's see where it goes, guys. This is a quick update, and I will try and follow up in the next few days and weeks on gold and silver specifically. I will be making a video on gold and where I expect that to go based on recent events and recent news. But let's see how this goes. I will be investing regularly using dollar cost averaging into silver because I see it consistently in this upward trend, and it looks like it has a lot more room to move upward. So stay tuned for those updates, guys, and thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe if you did enjoy this video and it provided you with some value, and I hope I can support you guys in attaining financial freedom. So thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.